Influence isn't just about commanding authority or dominating the conversation. Sometimes, the most effective leaders are those who operate quietly, guiding and inspiring others through subtle, yet powerful means. In The Art of Quiet Influence, Jocelyn Davis explores how to use wisdom from ancient philosophers and spiritual leaders to influence people in a meaningful way, without needing formal authority. Davis draws lessons from figures like Confucius, Rumi, and Marcus Aurelius to teach us how to lead with empathy, humility, and quiet strength. In this audiobook summary by AudiblePages, we'll unpack Davis's key concepts and learn how to apply quiet influence in our daily lives. You'll discover how to listen deeply, act with integrity, and motivate others through respect and understanding. By the end, you'll be equipped with timeless techniques to become a more effective and inspiring leader, regardless of your title or position. Chapter 1. The Power of Quiet Influence. Davis begins by explaining the concept of quiet influence. She emphasizes that true influence comes from understanding others and acting with wisdom and compassion. Leaders who practice quiet influence listen more than they speak and inspire through their actions, not just their words. Davis highlights that quiet influencers are often the most respected and trusted people in any group. Think about how much more impactful you'd be if people listened to you because they trusted you, not because they had to. Davis teaches that quiet influence is about leading from within and building authentic connections. Focus on listening more and talking less in your next conversation. Pay attention to the other person's words, emotions, and intentions. You'll be amazed at how this simple shift can deepen your influence. Chapter 2. The Art of Deep Listening. Davis dives into the importance of deep listening. She explains that listening goes beyond hearing words. It involves understanding the speaker's perspective and emotions. Deep listening builds trust and creates a safe space for people to express themselves. Davis shares techniques for practicing active listening, such as maintaining eye contact, being present, and asking thoughtful questions. Consider how much stronger your relationships could be if you listen with your whole heart. Davis teaches that listening is one of the most powerful tools for connecting with others. The next time someone speaks to you, give them your full attention. Put away your phone, make eye contact, and reflect back what you hear. This practice will make people feel valued and respected. Chapter 3. Acting with Integrity. Davis emphasizes that integrity is the cornerstone of quiet influence. People are drawn to leaders who are honest, transparent, and true to their values. Acting with integrity means making decisions that align with your principles, even when it's difficult. Davis encourages readers to be authentic and consistent, as this builds credibility and trust over time. Think about how much more influential you'd be if your actions always aligned with your words. Davis teaches that integrity is the foundation of lasting influence. Reflect on your core values and ask yourself if your actions align with them. Make a commitment to act with integrity, even when it's inconvenient or unpopular. People will respect you for staying true to yourself. Chapter 4. Leading with Empathy. In this chapter, Davis explores the role of empathy in quiet influence. She explains that understanding and sharing the feelings of others helps build strong, supportive relationships. Empathetic leaders are approachable and compassionate, which makes people more willing to listen and follow their guidance. Davis provides strategies for practicing empathy, such as putting yourself in others' shoes and acknowledging their emotions. Consider how your influence would grow if people felt you genuinely cared about them. Davis teaches that empathy is a bridge that connects hearts and minds. Practice empathy by asking someone how they're feeling and really listening to their response. Show that you care by offering support or simply being present. Empathy opens doors to deeper connections and greater influence. Chapter 5. The Power of Patience. Davis discusses the importance of patience in leadership. Quiet influencers understand that lasting change and meaningful relationships take time to develop. Patience allows you to be more thoughtful and strategic in your actions, rather than reacting impulsively. Davis shares wisdom from ancient philosophers who valued patience as a strength, not a weakness. Think about how much more effective you'd be if you approached challenges with patience and calmness. Davis teaches that patience is the secret to thoughtful and impactful leadership. When you're faced with a difficult situation, take a moment to breathe and think before reacting. Remind yourself that patience often leads to better outcomes and more meaningful influence. Chapter 6. Embracing Humility. Davis highlights humility as a key trait of quiet influencers. Humble leaders are willing to admit their mistakes, learn from others, and put the needs of the group above their ego. They don't seek credit or attention, but are focused on the greater good. Davis explains that humility makes you more relatable and trustworthy, which enhances your influence. Consider how much more impactful you'd be if you led with humility instead of ego. Davis teaches that humility invites collaboration and respect. The next time you achieve something significant, give credit to the people who helped you. Be willing to learn from others, regardless of their status or experience. Humility makes you a more approachable and effective leader. Chapter 7. Inspiring through storytelling. Davis explains that storytelling is a powerful way to inspire and influence others. Stories capture people's attention, evoke emotions, and make your message memorable. Quiet influencers use storytelling to share their vision, teach lessons, and build connections. Davis provides tips for crafting compelling stories that resonate with your audience. Think about how much more persuasive you'd be if you shared stories that touched people's hearts. Davis teaches that a well-told story can move people to action. Practice telling a story that illustrates a key point you want to make. Focus on making it engaging and relatable. Storytelling can be your secret weapon for quietly but powerfully influencing others. Chapter 8. Practicing Gratitude. Davis concludes with the importance of gratitude in quiet influence. She explains that expressing appreciation creates a positive ripple effect, making people feel valued and motivated. Gratitude also shifts your mindset to focus on what's going well, which increases your overall sense of well-being. Davis shares ways to incorporate gratitude into your daily life, from writing thank you notes to acknowledging small acts of kindness. Think about how much more positive and uplifting your environment would be if gratitude was a regular part of it. Davis teaches that gratitude is a magnet for positive energy and stronger relationships. Make a habit of expressing genuine gratitude every day. Thank a colleague. Write down 3 things you're grateful for, or simply appreciate the people in your life. Gratitude amplifies your influence and brings out the best in others. Practical advice and wrap-up. Jocelyn Davis's The Art of Quiet Influence shows that true leadership doesn't require loudness or authority. By practicing deep listening, acting with integrity, leading with empathy, and embracing humility, you can become a powerful and respected influencer. Remember, the quietest voices often leave the most lasting impact. Start today by choosing one principle from the book and putting it into practice. Whether it's listening more deeply, showing empathy, or practicing patience, every small step brings you closer to becoming a master of quiet influence.